Hey everyone, Jazzy here. So I am making a quick video about the types of braces that I use, how I put them on, and what they're used for. So we're gonna start with the most difficult to put on braces, which are my night braces, and they're technically called PRAFOs, I think. Anyways, they look like this. They have a lot of like wool, or it's not really wool, it's like a cotton wool blend. And that's just to keep them really soft because they're meant to be worn at night so that my feet, which in a 90-degree angle, don't go like that. So essentially, to put on a pair of PRAFOs, there are two straps on the either instep or the outside of your foot, and you just quickly remove those. Then I undo the top strap so that it doesn't get in my way as I'm putting on the PRAFO. Now I'm only going to put on one of these for the purpose of the video because they're a pain in the butt to put on as it is. So I'm going to go ahead and tilt you guys a little bit downward so you can see this a little bit better. But the PRAFO is open, straps are over here. I take my leg and I drop it carefully down into the boot. So it is now in the boot. We take the bottom strap across, the next strap across, and what I like to do is I like to fold them kind of over on themselves and bring them back up again because they do get caught on everything. So it kind of looks like that. You can cut the straps once you know how big your feet are. And then I take the instep strap, undo it, put it across my instep where I want it, and then I run it down through this little loop here, and I tighten it across my instep, and again I leave just a little bit of that open so that I can bring it back up and loop it like that. Okay, now for the top, it's got a fairly long piece that you can put across, but what I do is I like to drop it down in like that, and I take the strap, put it into the loop that's on the side over here, and just pull it tight across the top. I try not to do it too tight because obviously you have to sleep like this, and if it's too tight it's going to be uncomfortable. So then I bring it back around, being sure to leave a little bit of the sticky side so that I can wrap it twice. And that is how I put on my night splint or my PRAFO. And the reason I wear these is for heel pressure. And as you can see, there's a loop here, a metal loop. This loop sits on the bed, and my heel, which is in here, up in here, never ever touches the bed, so I don't have to worry about any type of source. Now the other interesting about PRAFOs is that they have a kickstand, and the kickstand, it goes down on the bed like that, and essentially it keeps your leg from rolling out, or if you switch it to this side, keeps your leg from rolling in. Now, I have more trouble with my legs going outward than I do inward, but I don't even use the piece at all, just because it's a real pain in the butt, especially if you sleep like I do and you move around in 400 different directions. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take that one off real quick. After a while of doing this, you get pretty good at taking them off. Alright, so these guys are off. Now I always do hook the straps back up when I'm done, just so they don't get stuck on anything, because that can be a real pain. So my AFO braces are your typical plastic shell brace that is completely rigid. I had to get black because I got these fitted in here, so I didn't have the option to have a cool color. So instead, I just put on all kinds of stickers that are just motivating and about positivity. This is my other one. Don't give up, go with your gut. Nevertheless, she persisted. Good vibes. Just a whole bunch of them. Try again. Right leg again. Ooh, and you always have to have great socks. Like, you always have to have great socks if you wear AFOs. Now, my socks are a little short. I do prefer them to go up to my knee. Is you just slide your foot down into the AFO, and then you put that little piece of fabric down in the side there so it doesn't give you a sore. And then I drop it down into that brace. And then what I like to do is I like to do the bottom strap first. So I push that instep piece down in there, or not. That instep piece down here, because that is where I have most of the redness, if I have redness. And then the other side just kind of hangs out. So then I bring the strap across, and that's the instep. For the top piece, I take this half of it and I go ahead and just slide it down into the brace, undo the strap, push the other side in like that, and then I go ahead and strap it. I don't strap it tight because it's not meant to be tight, just enough to like drop a finger down into. So for my AFOs, they're a little longer than my toes, as you can see. That's just to help prevent hammer toes. Now, I used to use regular shoes with my braces, but I recently came up with the idea of using Crocs with the shoe charms, because obviously. And the reason I use Crocs is because it's so hard to find a shoe that fits over these braces. My other shoes did, but I wanted an easier shoe. So literally, it goes right over top of my foot. You bring that nice strap that comes with it just over the heel. Make sure that the piece over here is down into the actual shoe, like that, and the same on this side, like that, and the same up here, like that. And there you go. You have a very, very easily to put on shoe for your braces, which never happens, literally. And because of this strap, they do not come off. They are on there, they're not moving back and forth, which is incredibly useful because a lot of braces do. So that's how I wear my AFO braces. And then, so the last brace I use, is a Contracture brace for my hand, because I have contractures. So I sleep in them. I have two, but we're only gonna put on one because I need the help of the nurse to put on the other one. So basically, it looks like this on the bottom side. All the straps are undone. And what I do is lay my hand down into the top of this brace, bring my foot up. And so then I take the top strap, I bring it around the top. This is for my fingers. And it just secures underneath. Then we do the back and the knuckle strap, which is kind of padded. So that goes across my knuckles and goes into this little loop down here, if I can get it. And that does the back of my hand and my knuckles. Then we do my thumb. if I can get it. And that goes right there. And then we do these ones, which go this way. You go over that little piece of Velcro in the bottom, across the back of your arm, unless you slip like me, across the back of your arm, and just around itself. You can do the same exact thing for the other side. And that is how I put on my Contracture brace. And that keeps my fingers from doing that in my sleep. And it helps a lot, because it would be a lot worse during the day. So that's how I sleep with that one. Those are the only braces that I use, except sometimes I use some other braces that are called EXOs. You'll see those here. I use those for working out whenever I'm a little bit stronger. But currently I can't use those. I'm not strong enough right now. So yeah, those are all the braces that I use and how I put them on. So thank you for watching. If you do me a huge favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so that you know when I'm uploading, and comment. I love comments. I like to answer people, especially if you have questions or suggestions for new videos. All right, have a great day, and as always, stay strong.